Good evening, friends. Now we start Indian prehistory discussion. We discuss now in in ancient Indian history. Okay, so it is presented by me. My name is Subir Kumar Dakua. Let's start discussion. Here we complete 5 chapter. Okay, so let's start. Not to delay. Okay. Indian prehistory. It is the first chapter Indian prehistory. The idea of prehistory is barely 200 years old. Okay, and so is the word prehistory. It was first used by M. Turnal. It is important. M. Turnal, 1833. Dr. Primrose discovered Indian prehistory by discovering prehistoric implements, stone knives, and arrowheads in 1842 at a place called Linguisar in Karnataka. Okay, so Primrose rediscovered Indian prehistory by discovering prehistoric implements, stone knives, and arrowheads in 1842 at a place called Sugar, okay, in Karnataka. Robert Ross was another person who enriched our knowledge about Indian prehistory when he discovered a large number of prehistoric sites in South India and collect Stone Age artifacts. Okay, these early efforts could not place India on the prehistoric map on the world. Okay. Sir Mortimer Wheeler's efforts in 1921. Sir Mortimer Wheeler's efforts in 1921 released in our knowledge on the interprehistory culture sequence in India, putting India firmly on the world map on prehistory. As regards the early man, no fossil of early man have been found in the entire subcontinent, but their present age, indicated by stone tools dated around 250,000 BC. Earliest traces of human activity in India on back to the second interglacial period between 4 lakh and 2 lakh BC. From their first appearance to around 3000 BC, human used only stone tools for different purposes. Based on the tool mining traditions, this period is therefore known as the Stone Age, and the entire Stone Age culture has been divided into 3 main stages. That is Paleolithic, early or old stone. Okay, so it is important 3 main stages. What is Paleolithic, early or old Stone Age, Mesolithic, middle Stone Age, and Neolithic, new Stone Age. Okay, Paleolithic age is 5 lakh BC to 8000 BC. Okay, please remember the Paleolithic age commenced from the time when the earliest man learned the art of making stone tools. The greatest achievement of the earliest man could be traced on his learning as to how to make fast hatch the spark of the fire, the spear at the fire. In India, the Paleolithic age developed in the Palestine period on the Ice Age was spread in practically all parts of India except the alluvial parts of Ganga and Indus. Food gathering and hunting were the main occupation of the people of this phase. Paleolithic men learned to use animal skins for wrapping their dead bodies. Men did in this period use tools of unpolished, undressed, rough stones, and lived in caves and rock shelters. They had no knowledge about agriculture, fire, of pottery, of any material, and mainly used hand axes, cleavers, scoffers, blades. Scrapers and warrants. Okay, their tools were made of a hard rock called quartzite, and hence Paleolithic men are also called quartzite man. Okay. Homo sapiens first appeared in the last of this page, and the Paleolithic man belonged to the Negrito race. Sir Robert Bruce Foot discovered the first Paleolithic stone tools in the Indian subcontinent near Madras in 1863 AD. The discovery of Indian prehistory got a boost of after the Yale Cambridge expedition. In 1935, under Dieter Peterson, okay, prehistory got boost after the Yale Cambridge expedition, okay, 1935. The Paleolithic storage age has been divided into Lower Paleolithic 250,000 to 1 lakh BC, Middle Paleolithic 1 lakh to 40,000 BC, and Upper Paleolithic stage 40,000 to 10,000 BC, primarily based on tools, typology, and technology, and also according to the nature of change in the climate. The tools of the Lower Paleolithic stage are mainly hand axes, cleavers, coffers, and chopping tools are covered the greater part of the Ice Age. In this period, the climate becomes less humid. The Middle Paleolithic Age tools are mainly based on plague industries. The Upper Paleolithic stage is characterized by burns and scrapers and a warm and less humid climate. Age-wise, the Lower Paleolithic extended up to 1 lakh years ago, Middle Paleolithic age up to 40,000 years ago, and Upper Paleolithic age 10,000 BC. The zone and the adjacent Balan Valley, Mirzapur, UP, provided a sequence of artifacts from Lower Paleolithic to Neolithic, situated around Bhimbetka Hill in central India near Hoshangabad on the Narmada River. The caves and rock shelters have yielded evidence of the Paleolithic habitation. The Bhimbetka near Narmada, a series of rock shelters have been excavated from caves. This site lacks in copper, avian, and excess. During Middle Paleolithic Age, Pithecanthropus or Homo erectus evolved, but this cultural stage was dominated by Neanderthal man. Okay. The Upper Paleolithic culture belongs to the last phase of the Ice Age. This culture is marked by appearance of new flat industries and the evolution of Homo sapiens or the modern man at Khofani Mendo in the Belan Valley of the Vindhyas and the middle part of the Narmada Valley. A sequence of occupation from all the three stages of the Paleolithic to Neolithic stage have been found in sequence. Khofani Mendo is an important site where fossil animal bones have been found. Mesolithic Era 8000 to 6000 BC. All the major changes began to appear around 10,000 BC. The Mesolithic era seems to have started Although Mesolithic era, 8000 to 6000 BC, all the major changes began to disappear around 10,000 BC. The Mesolithic era seems to have started around 9000 BC and 8000 BC with the folding of the Ice Age and continued at certain places till 4000 BC. In this age, climate change brought about changes in the fauna and flora and made it possible for the human beings to move their new areas. Since then, there have not been a major change in the climate. The Mesolithic era is characterized by the reduction of the size in the size well established two types of from the archaeological point of view, with a decrease in the size of the some artifacts and the presence of a higher proportion of geometric microliths. Okay, microliths first discovered from the Vindhyan rock shelters from CL Cartel in 1867 are the characterized tools of the era comprising of pointed cryonic blades, scrapers, etc. All made of stone. These are very small in size, with their length varying from 1 to 8 centimeter. Blackened blade, core point, triangle, lunette, and trapeze are the main Mesolithic tools. However, some tools used earlier, like coppers, bourens, and scrapers, continued. The hunting implements are spears with multiple barbs, apparently obtained easily by attaching microliths. The craft materials is chert, agate, Simalian, and quartz. Bagor, a Mesolithic site of Rajasthan on the river Kothari, is the largest Mesolithic site in India. Also, from where systematic bones of skeletons have been found. Tapti, Narmada, and Mahi, Sabarmati river basins in Gujarat have yielded many Mesolithic sites. Okay. Langnaj in Gujarat is the first discovered site in the arid zone of the demonstrate the development of the microlithic culture. The site Kafani Mando in Allahabad provides a continuous sequence from the late upper Paleolithic to late Mesolithic stage with craft handmade pottery. Sherry, round heart floors were found. In peninsular India, the Mesolithic industry is based on milky quartz. A new feature in the tool industry, the appearance of D-shaped transverse arrowhead. Okay. A large number of animals' bones were found in the rock shelters of Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh, which demonstrate as domestication of animals only, not a pastoral economy. Lifestyle. The age represents the hunting, gathering, nomadic pastoral states of human social evolution, as the peoples lived on hunting, fishing, and food gathering. As at a later stage, they also domesticated animals. The period this age achieved their special adaptation as early 8000 BC, which can coincide with the same both Europe and Africa. The last phase of this age saw the beginning of the plain cultivation. The Paleolithic Age does not yield any information about the religious practices of the people, but with the Mesolithic Age, the first archaeological information about them becomes available. The burials and rock paintings give us ideas about the development of religious practices. Some Mesolithic sites like Bhimbetka, Adamgarh, Pratapgarh, Mirzapur are famous for them rich art and paintings Animals are the most frequent subjects of all these paintings, with the most frequently represented ones being deer or antelope, antelope, whereas painting of tigers and monkeys are rare. Animal-headed human figures are also appear. This is also the period when I find evidence of carefully buying the dead, which shows the beginning of belief alive after death. Beginning of life, we believe in life after death. Neolithic, 6000 to 1000 BC. In the world context, the Neolithic age began the 9000 BC, but the Indian context it has began 7000 BC. Mehergarh in Balochistan is the only sites. Balochistan is the only site belonging to the world period. Period. Regular Neolithic attributes have been found from the 5000 from around 5000 BC, and the South Indian context. Neolithic settlements appeared around 2500 BC. The principal features of the Neolithic cultures and are craft cultivation, animal husbandry, and settled life. The last two coming into existence in the last phase of the Mesolithic culture. During this people depended on stone implements but used stones other than quartz for making tools, which were more lethal, more finished, and more polished. The phase is known for grinding and polishing of tools. The stone can be studied under the two groups: ground and polished stone implements, and small and chipped stone tools. Okay. Ground and polished stone implements are associated with the Neolithic culture because of their links and with food producing stage and domestication of animals. Small and chipped stone tools had been continuing from earlier Mesolithic leaves, which are generally termed as microlithics. Small and chipped stones, microlithics. The Neolithic peoples at certain point of time started making potteries on the basis of the Neolithic culture has been divided into academic Neolithic and ceramic Neolithic age. At certain Neolithic levels, we get the evidence of the use of metal, copper being the earliest metal. Such levels are termed at calculithic. Okay. Important sites are important sites of this age are Barjahom and Gufkal in Jammu and Kashmir, famous for the pit dwelling, stone tool, and graveyards in houses. Maski, Brahmagiri, Takkalakota in Karnataka, Pajayamutti in Tamil Nadu, Pikli Hall and Hallur in Andhra Pradesh, Garo Hills in Meghalaya, Chirand and Senwar in Bihar, known for remarkable bone tools, Amri, Kot, Riji, etc. In Balochistan, sites of Neolithic age include Kili Gul, Muhammad, Rana Gundai, Anjira, Siadam, and Mandigak. Okay. In the Hindu system, the most Neolithic sites is at Mehergarh and in the Kachi plain. Okay, regarded as the bread basket of Balochistan. The Neolithic stratum at Mehergarh seems to have emerged from a locally established Mesolithic stratum. Lifestyle in the northern Himalayas, the best known Neolithic sites is Burjahom in Kashmir, where the earliest occupation was characterized pit dwellings with conical roofs. The site also gives evidence of a rectangular copper of a kind not known in India. In in Burjahom, sometimes dogs and wolves were found bred with their owners. Later on, there came evidence of mud brick houses, copper era heads, and a number of burials and graves with goods. This page also yielded a stray painted for showing a typical early Indus buffalo deity. Kufral, literally the cave of the potter, is another important Neolithic site in Kashmir, where the earliest sage held peat dwellings without pottery. It, however, in subsequent pages, coarse grey pottery was used and a large number of bone tools occurred. People domesticated sheep, goats, and oxen, and animal remains of early periods corroborate it. Cultivation of wheat, barley, fruits, come like ragi, horse grain, and lentils have been reported from the beginnings of and between 6000 BC and 5000 BC. There was a fattened subsistence based on wheat, barley, sheep, and goats and cattle. The remains of charred grains of paddy, husk, and wheat are quite visible. Charred in Bihar. The handmade forts as well. The people of the Kachar Hills of Assam lived in mud-built houses, and their handmade forts were decorated with basket impressions. Kuldiwa and Meghada, lying south of Allahabad, have thrown evidence many strata of circular hearts along with a crud in handmade pottery. The most interesting find is evidence of rice suggested around 5440 and 4530 BC, which is the oldest evidence in rice, not in India, but also anywhere in the world. Okay. Instances of earlier cave dwelling have also been discovered with walls decorated of screens of hanging and dancing. Neolithic men also knew the art of making boats and could weave cotton and wool to make clothes. In the later phase, the Neolithic people led more settled life circular and rectangular houses made of mud and reed. Chalcolithic period, the end of the Neolithic period, saw the use of the metals of which copper was the first. A culture based on the use of the stone and upper arrived called the Chalcolithic phase, meaning the upper stone covered phase. The first full age village communities evolved in the Chalcolithic phase, which was chronologically antecedent to Harappan people. Rafiq, Mughal, and Pakistan named their settlement as early Harappan culture, though some Chalcolithic cultures are contemporary of Harappan and some other prehistoric Harappan cultures, but most Chalcolithic cultures are post-Harappan. Though Chalcolithic culture mostly used stone and copper implements, the Harappan used bronze and alloy of copper and tin. On such a scale, that Harappan culture is known as the Bronze Age culture. Apart from stone tools, hand axes, and other objects made from copper were also used. The evidences of relationship with Afghanistan, Iran, and probably Central India are very visible at the Mehergarh. The Chalcolithic culture is at many places continued till 7,700 BC and sometimes around 1200 BC, and the use of iron seems to have begun in the Paleolithic level itself. The use of the iron subsequently revolutionized the culture, making progress, and and by 800 BC, a distinct the Iron Age come into existence. The Paleolithic period people used different types of pottery, of which black and red pottery was most popular. It was well made and painted with a white and line design. The Paleolithic people were not were acquainted with the brand pits and generally lived in thatched houses. It was the village economy. The venerated the most mother goddess and the worshipped the bell sites. Important sites of this stage are spread in Rajasthan, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, etc. The Paleolithic culture in Rajasthan is known as the Banas culture. Banas culture. Okay. After the river of the same name is also known as the Ahar culture. Ahar culture important है. After the tribe site in the Malabar region, the important Paleolithic sites are Nagada, Katha, Navadatuli, Aran, mud-fleshed flowers are prominent features of the Katha. The Katha culture is characterized by sturdy red strips were painted with designs in chocolate color, a red painted ball were, and the combat were wearing incensed patterns. The Aha people made a distinctive black and red were decorated with white designs. The Malwa ware is rather coarse in fabric but has a thick buff surface over which designs are made either in red or black. Okay. The Pravas and Rangpur wares are both derived from the Harappan but have a glossy surface, due to which they are also called lustrous red ware. Jorwe ware too is painted black on red but has matte surface treated with a was. The settlements of Kayatha culture are only in few number, mostly located in the Chambal and its tributaries. They are relatively small in size, and the biggest may be not over 2 hectares. In contrast to small Kayatha culture settlements, those Ahar cultures are big. At least 3 of them, all namely Ahar, Banthal, Balathal, and Gland, are the several hectares. Stone and mud bricks and mud were used for the construction of houses and other structures. Excavations reveal that when Balathal was a fortified settlements, the people of Malwa culture settled mostly on the Narmada and its tributaries. Navadatali, Iran, and Nagada are the 3 best known settlements of Malwa culture. Navadatali measures almost 10 hectares and is one of the largest calculated settlements. It has been seen that some of these sites were fortified, and Nagada have even a bastion of mud brick. Iran similarly had a fortification wall with a moat. The Rangpur culture sites are located mostly on the Ghelo and Kaluba river in Gujarat. The Jorwe settlement is comparatively larger in Nambar, Pakistan. Prakas, Daimabad, and Inamgon are some of the best known settlements of this culture. The largest of these is Naimabad, which measures 20 hectares from Mesolithic culture onwards. All the culture types coexisted, interacted with each other lifestyle. The Chalcolithic people built rectangular and circular houses and mud wall and dwarf, wetland and dwarf. The circular houses were mostly in cluster. The houses and huts, roofs of straw supported on the bamboo and wooden floors were made of rammed clay, and huts were used for storage also. People raised cattle as well as cultivated both kharif and rabi crops in rotation. Wheat and barley were grown in the areas of Malwa. Rice is reported to have been found in Inamgan and Ahar. These peoples also cultivated jawar and bajra, and so on. Also kulthi, ragi, green fish, lentil, and green and black grams. Religion was an important aspect with which interlinked as Chalcolithic cultures. The worship of Mother Goddess and the bull was a Vagu. Okay, the bull cult seems to have been predominant in Malwa during the Ahar period. A large number of these, both naturalistic as well as stylistic lingers, have been found from most of the sites of the Chalcolithic settlements. The naturalistic urns may have served as votive offering, but the small stylist ones may have been hung around the neck as the lingates do today. The mother goddess is depicted on the huge storage jar of Malwa culture in an applique design. She is flanked by a woman on the right and crocodile on the left, by the side of which is represented by the sign. Likewise, fiddle shaped figurines probably resembling Srivatsa, the symbol of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. In historic period, represent a mother goddess. In a painted design on a fort, a deity is shown with disheveled hair, recalling Rudra. A painted on a jar found from Daimabad shows a deity surrounded by animals and birds such as tigers, peacocks. Okay. Some scholars compare it with the Shiva Pashupati depicted on a seal from the Mohenjo-daro. Two figures from Inamgon belonging to late Juric culture and identified as protagonists who is worshipped for success. Several headless figures found at Inamgon have been compared with goddess Visira of the Mahabharata. Fire worship seems to have been a very widespread phenomenon among the Chalcolithic people of the prehistoric India, as fire altars have been found from a large number of Chalcolithic sites during the course of excavation. The course of pots and the other funerary objects found along with burials of the Malwa and Jura people indicate that the people have had a belief in life after death. The Chalcolithic farmers had made considerable progress in ceramic as well as metal technology. The painted pottery was well made and well fired in kiln. It was fired at a temperature between 500 to 700 degrees In metal tools we find excess chisels, bearings, bangles, beads, etc. Mostly made of copper. The copper was obtained perhaps from the Khetri mines of Rajasthan. Gold ornaments were extremely rare and have been found only in the Joroi culture. An R ornament has been found from Prabhas in the Godavari Valley also. The find of Krukhi place and pairs of tongs of copper at Inamgon in Maharashtra shows the working of the goldsmiths. Chalcedony drills were used to perforating beads of semi-precious stones. Lime was prepared out of kankar and used for various purposes like painting houses and lining the storage vines. Okay. Next is in Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, so next is in the Vedic civilization. First is in the Indus Valley civilization. Origin and phases. The Indus Valley civilization was an ancient civilization thriving along the Indus River and the Ghaggar River. Okay, ये हमने नेक्स्ट टाइम में डिस्कस करेंगे. मैं दिखा रहा हूँ आपको कैसे ये है. देखिए यहाँ पर कैसे शॉर्ट में दिया हुआ है. जियोग्राफिकल एक्सटेंट हुआ है, टाउन प्लानिंग. ओके, एंड पॉलिटिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, म्यूनिसिपैलिटीज, इकोनॉमी, एग्रीकल्चर. ओके, नेक्स्ट domestication of animals and plant animals. Okay, trade and commerce दिया हुआ है. Art and craft is in again Harappan sites. Religious life and modern sites and other Indus Valley civilization. Harappa script Manidaro and Alamgarh Fort. Okay. Villages. Alamgarh Fort, Kalibangan, Korthiji. Next Lothal, Chanhudaro, Rupur, Banawali, Surkathada, Sutka, Jandor. Okay, the Vedic civilization. Next. They have early Vedic and Rig Vedic periods. Next description है, and geography spread, political organization, social lives, economy, religion, later Vedic period, where phases 1000 to 600 BC, political and geographical spread, social life. Types of marriages: Brahma, Deva, Arsa, Prajapatya, Gandhara, Andharabha, Asura, Rakshasa, Paschascha, Anulama, marriage, Patriloma, marriage, important Vedic rituals. Asvumeda, Bhejapeta, okay, Rajasubha. Some have Okay, economy, pottery, religion, the Vedic literature, Vedas, Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, Atharveda, Haryana, Arnakas, Upanishads, Brahmanas, Smrtis, and Vedangas, epics. Next, Buddhism and Jainism. So all are completed. Next, here we have Buddhism, 5 great book, Buddha's life. Okay, so all we completed slowly. Okay, so thank you, friends. Jainism. I think it will help to you for better understanding Modern Emperors, Magadha Empire. Slowly we completed all the chapter. Okay, and Maurya, and so Ashokan. Okay, Ashok period. Here you have some things. The Maurya Empire. Okay, so all we completed. Thank you. And next, post-Mauryan kingdoms. Okay, thank you. Slowly we describe all the chapters.